Hi, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations with another short video of a vintage Pachinko machine that I just recently restored for a customer. If you like to see these videos, then I would encourage you to click on the subscribe bar down below. And also, if you haven't been there yet, magicpachinkorestorations.com is now up and running. Plenty of good information there on what I do, and videos on helping you if you decide you want to try it yourself, and a lot of information. So please visit. So this is kind of a unique machine. It's the only one that I've ever worked on from this brand. It's a Toyomaru, and it's got a couple of unique features. We'll talk about that in just a second. So part of this video is obviously for the customer. Right now it does have the stabilization feet. Depending on how the cabinets are set up, you want the cabinet itself to actually be leaning back just a little bit. And as of right now, it tends to lean forward just a touch. So if you've got a little bit of shim or something, just shim it just a little bit, because you do want the machine to lean back just a touch. So everything got cleaned on this, as I do with all my restorations, including a new play field. The original play field was very dull and water damaged, as it is quite often with most of machines from this era. This is all aluminum in here, or actually this is steel. This was aluminum, and it had been chrome plated, and I don't know if the manufacturer chrome plated it or not, but it suffered pretty badly over the years, especially this lower tray. So what I did is I scrubbed all of the old chrome plating off of it and used chrome paint, which is obviously not the same as chrome plating, but it's close. Unfortunately, this paint is very susceptible to marring. Like your fingernails, when you dig in here, are going to mar this paint. So you want to try to be a little bit careful. But looks wise, it certainly came out really nice. I don't know if I can show you on this or not. I think I can. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting setup here for. It's set up differently when you get into a ball out situation. Right now we are in what I call a ball out situation. There's no balls in it, and if you can see right here, this little piece of plastic hangs down. So if I had some pachinko balls in the machine and I tried to launch them, they would come up the ramp and hit this, and they would hit and then drop and come back down. So when this machine runs low on pachinko balls, this will drop down and prevent you from launching. At the same time, the light will be on, so it's going to be pretty obvious that you need to replenish your balls back up here in the hopper. But I'd never seen anything like this before. And then at a certain point, when the machine fills up, there's another lever in here that would go over and stop the balls from shooting also, because there's just simply too many pachinko balls in this area that you need to flush out. I don't know if this would ever come into play, but those are kind of interesting things that, like I said, I'd never seen them before. Also, this machine only had one area for a light, as far as I can tell. I couldn't find any other places to put a light. So there is one light here. Originally it was just a little tiny light bulb. I've replaced it with an LED that actually has 12 little LEDs in it, so it's a nice bright light when it comes on. If it comes on and stays on, that's your signal to put some more pachinko balls in the machine. If it comes on just briefly and then goes off, that's what happens when you actually get a winning combination. Okay, so let me turn this around, and we'll show you how to get this set up. So the original wiring was really kind of weird. I redid all the wiring. So this is a 12 volt power supply. You just plug it into the wall, and it will run power to this area in here. So there's a micro switch here, and there's a leaf switch in here. You probably can't see it in the video. When there are, and I'll plug this in right now, and you can see this light is now on. It's controlled by the micro switch here. So when there's plenty of pachinko balls in here, the weight will push down on that micro switch and it will turn that light off. It also activates this arm, and that's the arm that swings that piece of plastic out of the way. So this is kind of a, like I said, I've never seen this before. It's kind of an interesting way of doing it. Okay. All right. The other switches in here, contacts make, it'll turn this light on briefly. So this right here is the ball dump. You see this arrow. When this gets pushed over, if there were balls in here, when this gets pushed over, it would allow these legs to swing up and out of the way like this, and all the balls would dump out and come out of the machine. That's how you would get balls out of the machine if you were ever going to move it. But normally you just wouldn't do that. So the only thing you want to do is make sure that these legs, when you push on them, don't swing all the way down like this. Oh, a couple of pachinko balls in there. Okay, all right. So that's the way you want it to start. Also, there's a little pin here, and you want to push up on that. And what that does is it takes the seesaw. The seesaw is something that sits in the machine like this. And you want it high on the right end and low on the left end. You don't want it this way. You want it like that to start, just to start. It's a one-time thing. So first time you load this, once you get it, you're gonna put all sorts of balls in here, but you're also gonna push up and make sure the seesaw is up. So you should have anywhere from 300 to 500 pachinko balls for this machine. The more the merrier, and you want to ensure that this is full as you can get it, because it'll make life a lot easier for you. So you're just going to take some balls, and pour them in, and you see that they're actually all backed up here. They go down here in a double run. This keeps them from jumping over each other. They go into, this is called the turnaround. They come back across this way. Again, they run over these two little legs, and then they go in and fill the jackpot chamber. And that's the way the machine is ready to play. Again, push up on this and you're set to go. This little lever here, if this had been forward, then the balls would have come to here and stopped. It's a maintenance piece, so make sure this is back and let the balls go down through, okay? So the machine is properly set up and ready for play. Let me get it turned back around again. Now, you're going to need something similar to this. The balls exit the machine from two different places. A losing ball is going to drop out of this chute right here, and a winning ball is going to come down through here and exit this chute here. So you need something wide enough, like this is, to catch the balls. I don't know if this was the way the machine was built or somebody did this, but there is a slanted piece here, which normally there isn't a piece here. Normally this would just be flat, and you could set this on the shelf. Right now this slanted piece is sort of in the way, but because it was original, I put it back on. You might want to just pull that off. It's just stapled in. But you need to have something that will sit like this. Maybe just put something under like that to catch the balls, okay? And then as this fills up, eventually you're just going to take these and drop them back in the upper hopper to continue to play. Okay, so let's show you the way the machine actually plays. Again, I'm going to just put the little shims under so it leans back, and then throw 15, 20 balls in here. And the first time you launch one, it won't launch. It takes a cycle to get a ball in there, but now it'll start to launch balls. So there she is in all her glory. Hope you enjoy it, and for many years to come. Thank you very much.